has had a long and impressive career as an actress, starring in a wide variety of movies. Along the way, she demonstrated that she can carry a film alongside some of the most talented actors and actresses in Hollywood. Here are 5 of her more memorable roles. The Grifters was released in 1990. Roy Dillon, played by John Cusack, is a small-time con man whose estranged mother Lily is also in the game. She comes back into his life just in time to save him after he's beaten up when a grift goes wrong. Annette plays Myra Langtry, who also happens to be a small-time grifter, and Roy finds himself caught between these 2 women in his life. Each of them are brilliant in this dark film that explores the worst parts of human nature, but Annette steals the show as the young, beautiful, and charming Myra. Annette's full frontal nude scene in the film, showing off her amazing figure, adds even more buzz around this performance. Her performance also earns her a Best Supporting Actress nomination and helps launch Annette's impressive run of hits in the 90s, some of which we'll cover here.
We were miserable. You don't remember, but I do. I was lonely. We were in love once, years ago, and then we weren't, not for a long time. But we're better now. Please don't walk away. Not now.
Regarding Henry was released in 1991. Annette stars opposite Harrison Ford, who plays Henry Turner, a rich and cocky lawyer who is shot in the head during a routine burglary at a convenience store. Annette plays his wife Sarah, who has to help him through his recovery, which leads to a transformation in his character. This heartwarming film is written by J.J. Abrams and directed by Mike Nichols. Annette plays the type of supportive wife anyone would want in a difficult situation, as she struggles to cope with her new reality, while she and Henry fall in love all over again. Both deliver nuanced performances that rank among their best. The American President was released in 1995. Annette is at the height of her powers as a Hollywood star in this romantic comedy co-starring Michael Douglas. Annette plays Sydney Ellen Wade, a lovely and slightly neurotic environmental lobbyist, and Douglas plays the widowed U.S. President Andrew Shepard, who falls for her and clumsily starts to court her from the White House. Written by Aaron Sorkin and directed by Rob Reiner, this film stands as one of the leading romantic comedies of the 90s. Douglas plays the presidential role to perfection, while Annette jumps off the screen with her beauty and charisma. In lesser hands, this storyline would have fallen flat or come across as silly. But the sexual and intellectual chemistry between Annette and Douglas is palpable. You're taken in by the story, and you truly believe these 2 are falling in love, despite the unlikely circumstances.
What?
Whose car is that out front?
Mine. 1970 Pontiac Firebird, the car I've always wanted, and now I have it. I rule.
Where's the Camry?
I traded it in.
Shouldn't you have consulted me first?
Let me think. No, you never drove it. Have you done something different? You look great.
Where's Jane?
Jane not home.
American Beauty was released in 1999. This quirky film won the Oscar for Best Picture, with Annette starring opposite another acting heavyweight in Kevin Spacey. Spacey plays Lester Burnham, a sexually frustrated suburban dad who dives headfirst into a midlife crisis while also becoming infatuated with his teenage daughter's best friend. Bening plays Lester's uptight and ambitious wife Carolyn, who is appalled at Lester's actions. Carolyn can't comprehend why her vanilla and submissive husband is suddenly asserting himself as she hilariously lashes out at his antics. She then has an affair with Buddy Kane, played by Peter Gallagher, the uber-successful real estate agent that she idolizes. Annette is getting older, but she's still gorgeous in this film as she slips into her 40s. She also earns a Best Actress Oscar nomination. The Kids Are All Right was released in 2010. Annette stars opposite the lovely Julianne Moore in this comedy drama centered around a lesbian couple with 2 teenage children. Annette plays Nick and Moore plays Jules. Both Nick and Jules have given birth to one of the children, both using the same sperm donor. Things get complicated when the kids want to find their biological father, and the sperm bank identifies Paul Hatfield, played by Mark Ruffalo, a local restaurant owner. This is another case of a solid script coupled with a talented cast. Nick and Moore face all the typical challenges of parents with teenagers, and then have very different approaches to the introduction of Paul into their lives. Nick is a control freak, while Jules is the more easygoing partner. Annette, Moore, and Ruffalo are perfectly cast here, and each of them give excellent performances. Ruffalo is at his best here, and Annette scored another Best Actress nomination. We hope we covered some of your favorites. Annette has so many wonderful performances, and we think you'll enjoy watching her in these films. Feel free to give us your thoughts and any other suggestions in the comments below.